Alright everybody, welcome to season number 3 on this NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode series. We're making our Xfinity debut right now at Daytona International Speedway, and hopefully we give this 63 ride a pretty good run today. When I ran my 2 super speedway races last year in the truck series, couldn't quite crack the top 10. I got 11th at Daytona, and then like a 30th place run at Talladega because I jacked up my pit strategy right at the end. I think I was actually like sitting outside at about 12th or 13th when I went to pit road and came out like 28th or 30th or something like that. So, but it's a new opportunity, so we'll see how this one goes. But I got my car set up kind of loose. When I was doing practice sessions, just seemed to have no speed at all when doing qualifying. It's the single file runs and stuff like that for me, so just did not have a whole lot of pure speed there. I was, I think, 24th at the start and about a half second for most of practice off of the goal time and stuff, and I think I was like 0.2 of a second off the goal time for qualifying. So but this setup has worked well for me when I'm racing and kind of online lobbies randomly. So figured I'd give it a test here and see how it goes. But yeah, if you didn't get to watch too much of Season 2 was pretty successful overall. We got to defend the dirt title, so I felt pretty good about bringing home some hardware last season. Truck series, pretty successful overall there too. Got 6 wins on the season. Most of those wins early on in the season with, I think we had like 4 of our 6 wins on 1.5 tracks early in the year. But then got like wins at like Eldora and I think Martinsville, if I remember correctly. So, sucked it didn't go our way in the championship 4. I was going to finish 3rd of the 4 trucks, but then I ended up making a dumb decision on the final lap and got loose and wrecked, so made for a funny short though, so that wasn't too bad, I guess. But when we got done with the season, got 2 contract offers, which I didn't know how that was going to work out. Mike Harmon, who I'm actually pushing right now, weirdly, was the team that showed interest first at the start of the playoffs, and that's honestly who I thought I was going to end up signing with on the season. And then right at the end, Joe Gibbs Racing popped up as an offer, so that's who I ended up taking instead. But if I had my opportunity for any team to sign with, it obviously would have been Junior Motorsports. Being a Dale Jr. fan, it would have been cool to, race for his team and stuff, but just wasn't meant to be on this one. So now we get to go try to beat his cars. I'm trying not to wreck anybody right there. I had to roll out the throttle a little bit. But we got 2 laps to go on this stage. See if we can get some stage points here. Going to be pushing the 5 right now. A lot of new faces as far as the gameplay goes, but I remember some of these guys from when they were in Xfinity in 2020. Trying to look for people that I raced against in the truck series last season as well. Kind of keep my eye out there. Yeah, overall I'm pretty pleased with my car right now through stage 1. We've gone up from 24th to inside the top 10. Kind of hoping the run keeps going here. Actually got a pretty good run here. Let's see what we can make with magic here. See if I can get somebody to commit outside and we'll try to make a push here. Not going to quite get the stage win, but maybe I could take 4th here. It's going to be close. We'll see if I get 4th or 5th. 4th. Wow, that was close. Ooh. Justin Haley with the stage win, first one of the year, so. They got Austin Cindric, who just won the most recent race as I record this, so. Yeah, I feel pretty good with my car overall. I'm not going to make any adjustments here going into stage 2. We'll get some new tires and stuff and see how it goes, but yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. Alright, well, pit crew didn't lose me any spots, so we're going to start stage 2 here in 4th place, but yeah, I'm hoping to get down low pretty early in this, you know, this first couple laps here, because don't really like riding the high side too much. It just seems like I try to bobble too much when I'm up high, so I got down low as I'm hoping. See if the 07 can keep pushing. One thing I noticed is it seems like it takes my car a little bit to get going once the green flag drops, but if we can get going and you know, have a little bit extra time, seems like we do better, so that'll be something to watch at the end of the race. If we have a late restart, I might be a little bit screwed there. So I dropped 4 spots just on that restart. Woo. All right. See if we can make some moves now. I'm trying to be not super aggressive, but my main goal at this stage is to stay back in the top 10 and get a few more stage points. Because ideally, if I get taken out by the big one late in, you know, the race or something like that, at least I come away with something in this one. Kind of been the Bubba Wallace strategy almost this year. It's gotten a couple good stages and saved a couple bad, you know, finishes, but I'm so happy for him being up in the top 10 in points this year. Hopefully they can keep that up and maybe he'll sneak out a win here soon. Keep calling it one of these mile and a half tracks, something like that. Like Kansas and them. He might do well this year. Yeah, so far we're starting to get our speed back. A little bit of a slow starter, but if I don't make a mistake here, I have a pretty good feeling about this stage. It would be nice too to lead a few laps in this stage, just to kind of get the experience of seeing it in the mirror and how the runs are going to happen and stuff. Of course, I'm talking about taking the lead and then I about wrecked the 39. Just gotta hold on more than anything. All right. That was almost bad. Definitely not where I wanted to do right there. I got the 22 pushing from behind. Let's see if we can push whoever's in front of me in front. I can't quite tell. Let's see if I can get that pulled up. Timmy Hill, how you doing? Not used to all the paint schemes just yet here in the Xfinity Series. You get used to seeing the same cars, you know, 24 races at a time in the Truck Series and all the same schemes, and then it changed up. Do recognize Austin Cindric though. That 22 is pretty noticeable. So noticeable, I kind of forgot to stop, you know, not looking at it and ended up scraping the wall there. But yeah, I love racing at Daytona. Yeah, it's one of the few tracks I've actually gotten to watch a race at and be out on track and stuff. I'm hoping to catch one of the tours up there in the next few weeks. Apparently they take you around the bottom of the track and stuff, and yeah, it should be a decent time. I got to do that tour at Dega, which I think I've talked about in the Dega videos, but the one thing I wished at Talladega was that they would actually let you out onto the track and like walk it. Daytona, when I went back in 2014 with my friend Joe that has been on the Fortnite videos and stuff. Shout out to Joe, by the way, if you're watching. Yeah, we actually got to walk on the track and got to walk through like pit road a little bit because they walk you out through the entrance and everything, and then you're not supposed to, I guess, be in the pit boxes, but we got to step foot in like Kenseth and Tony Stewart's pit box that day. Hey, shout out to 22 for this push. But yeah, it was a fun time. Like, I can't wait to be back up in Daytona again. And as I was saying that's our first lap led at the Xfinity Series. Hopefully the first of many to come. Now let's see if we can hold on for the stage win here. 22 feels like he has a much better car than I do, though. So I'm trying to block a little bit. This is where the mirror racing kind of comes in. I haven't had to do this too much. But I feel pretty good with this right now. I think I'll be able to keep him behind. I'm just gotta watch the second pack. Yeah, we should be good. So we actually get a stage win at Daytona. Hell yeah. Pretty pumped about that. That 07's pretty good too. So 22 and 07 seem to be the two cars I'm having to compete with the most today. So, but ultimately, I got quite a bit of stage points this race. So I'm already pretty happy. But let's get to pit road, get some fresh tires again, and see how we do for the final stage. All right, well, pit crew did their job. We're still leading the, the race coming into stage number 3, the final stage. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all goes. I'm looking forward to it. I think 22 is going to get me here shortly, although, you know what? I had a pretty good start there. So let's see if I can jump out in front and just kind of keep them behind me. Definitely the best place to be to avoid the big one. Yeah, this is just going to be a lot of learning here. See if I can keep cars behind me and keep it out in front. We'll have about 10 laps until the pit stops under green happen, unless a caution comes out beforehand. So I'm hoping to do pretty solid on that. And then hopefully I make the correct decision on pit road this time so I don't botch it like Dega. Yeah, if I was further back in the field in real life, I'd probably be one of those drivers that just lays back and wait and lets everybody else kind of wreck themselves out and get, top 10 and move on with life. But I don't know. Something to be said about being aggressive. You can get up there and avoid it, and I don't know where I was going with that. Kind of lost my thought mid-sentence as I was looking up at the mirror. Alright, definitely getting a little bit more racy back here. That was a dangerous block. Did not mean to clip the apron there, that sucked. Oh, they're going 3 wide behind us. Yeah, if I did that in real life, I'd probably get absolutely sent into the wall right there. Yeah, ideally, if I had the option, I'd be up higher and then work my way down into the turns. But right now, I'm just trying to hold off everybody and everybody. I don't want to get freight trained and fall back enough to not have enough time to get up front again. Although there's still about 10 laps or so, so we should be okay for right now. I don't know how this game's going to be with the wrecks at Daytona, because I mean it's pretty common at super speedways to have a little bit of an accident. But I say a low one. It's not uncommon to see like a 20 car pileup at the super speedways, but. Yeah, when we were in Truck Series, there wasn't a whole lot of cautions, and I don't know if it's because this is on like 25% race length, or if it's just that's that's how this game was programmed back then, so that'll be something interesting to kind of see for me in this race. Yeah, we're holding off strong so far. Oh, everybody trying to shoot up high now. I'm gonna go right back down to the bottom. See if we can get the push from the 22 here. Starting to like Mr. Cendric as a drafting partner over here. All right, we got 8 laps to go. Should be coming up on pit stops in the next like 2 to 3 laps if I remember correctly. I guess I can check here in a second on my my little car status. Ah, finally got. Still got those 7 pushing me, but this is where I have to really focus because I do not like being up top on this track. Alright, we've caught the 22's draft again. Oop. Sorry to the 18. See if I can go push him. Gotta kind of push the teammate, though. I was gonna say gotta kind of push the teammate, but... Alright. Tire wear's not too bad. I think I'm gonna just do the 2 tires. Should be good on fuel. I'm gonna just do a can of fuel, make sure I have enough fuel there. And let's see how this goes. You know what? That still sucks that I lost 3 spots, but whatever. Just a couple laps left. This is kind of what I was worried about when I was talking about it earlier. If we got a late caution, how long is it going to take my car to kind of get up to speed, and would I have enough time to get back up there? So right now I'm catching a draft pretty solidly. Oof. That was bad on my part. I caught that man off super quick, almost caused a big wreck. I'm honestly shocked I didn't wreck it. So, let's see, can we get some help from our teammate? Hell yeah. Got a pretty good run going right now, at least. Gonna stay with the 22. All the help from pushing earlier, and he did me nasty by going down low. Oh well. Oh, 7, you're killing me here. Alright. I was worried about that one when I tried to squeeze it in, because I wanted to be down low real bad. Alright, let's see if we can catch this 22, get inside on the 07. I'm probably screwed on gas if this goes to overtime, so we'll see how this goes over the last couple laps here. Alright, white flag next time by. This is going to be a good finish. I'm going to try to set up my move. If I can get past the 22, I'm going to try to do it early in case of a caution. But for right now, we're going to try to push him way the hell up there. And if somebody can catch up to me and get a run, I'll try to use them to get around him. Let's see what we got here. White flag's out, so next flag land it. Let's see if we can get a win on our Xfinity Series debut here. I don't like being up high. It's gonna have to go down the backstretch if I'm gonna make the move. Push me, baby, push me. Let's go. Oh man, this is, I think he's got just enough. Damn it. Oh, that sucks. You know what though? Second place is not bad at all. I'm happy to finally get a top, not only a top 10, a top 5 in a super speedway, but I felt like I could have made a move right there at the end. I have to look at replay, see what happened there. Damn it. Alright, yeah, so I checked replay and still have no idea what the heck happened. I didn't go that far, but yeah, so Austin Cindric gets the first win of the year. We did get a stage win and second place run, so I can't be too mad. But this is how the rest of the order shakes out, so see if we can tell from the very end here who kind of finished last. So it looks like maybe the 51, since the 08 was already out, it looks like, so I don't know. Either way, I'm still pretty happy with the win, and that's a pretty nice payout up there. So there's your point standings to kind of kick things off. We're going to be sitting at second in points, and yeah, overall pretty happy. So I will catch y'all on the next one.